Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Offer ends August 31st, 2023. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits.
From GBN, this is Network News for Friday, August 25, 2023. In the headlines, government acquires land for new teaching hospital at Calavini. Students across Grenada access 2023 CXC results, while the Ministry of Education assesses preliminary results. School uniform and school supplies assistance program to commence next week, while the free dental clinic continues. Also in the news, regionally, Caribbean Airlines hopeful to resolve salary negotiations with pilots. Internationally, mugshot of Donald Trump doing booking at Atlanta jail shows scowling former president. Plus, in the sports news, Anderson Peters out of World Athletics Championships. Good evening, I'm Kenroy. Baptiste. Details after the break.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us. Government has secured 89 acres of land for the construction of a climate-smart teaching hospital in Calavini, St. George. Here's the report.
The proposed new teaching hospital that the Deacon Mitchell-led administration announced in the 2023 budget will not be built on state lands, but on private lands that government has acquired. Government has now settled on 89 acres of land for the construction of a climate-smart teaching hospital in Calavini, St. George. This reflects government's attempts to fulfill its mandate of making the health and well-being of citizens a priority.
Government has negotiated and come to terms with Grenada Real Estate Corporation, which hitherto would have been known for the purposes of land as Grenada Distillers Limited. And the government has, and Cabinet has approved, the purchase of 89 acres of land from Grenada Real Estate Corporation located at Calavini, St. George, which will become the site of this new teaching hospital.
In June this year, a team of government officials visited the Calavini estate to get an appreciation of the location as a suitable site for the construction of the hospital. The Prime Minister said he is satisfied with the landscape, noting then that government's intent is to transform Grenada into the health capital of the Eastern Caribbean, which means the highest quality in healthcare facilities and services with access for all.
The purchase price for the land is $35 million. We have agreed to pay half of this in cash upfront. The company has agreed to take the remaining half via bonds, which will be paid over a 7-year period. So it is not a case where, Mr. Speaker, it is all cash upfront. We expect that all of the necessary legalese that comes with this will be concluded shortly so that we can get on, Mr. Speaker, with the nation's business of the construction of this hospital.
Christina John, GBN News.
Now, the Ministry of Education is still in the process of assessing preliminary results issued by the Caribbean Examinations Council. As of late Thursday, candidates have been able to use the CXC web portal to access their results for the 2023 Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination CAPE, Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate CSEC, and Caribbean Certificate of Secondary Level Competence CCSLC. However, the Ministry of Education has informed GBN News that it is not in a position to release an official report, as it has not yet processed what CXC has made available to it. The Ministry of Education says it is also awaiting other information from CXC before officials can comment publicly on the results of examinations. Dr. Nicole Manning, director of CXC, during her presentation of the preliminary results, noted a significant increase in the number of candidate entries this year compared to that of last year, as well as the number of subject entries.
As of late Thursday, candidates have been able to use the CXC web portal to access their results for the 2023 Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination, CAPE, Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate, CSEC, and Caribbean Certificate of Secondary Level Competence, CCSLC, examinations. However, the Ministry of Education has informed our news desk that it is not in a position to release any official report, as they have not yet processed what CXC has made available to them. The ministry is also awaiting other information from CXC before officials can comment publicly on the exam results. Dr. Nicole Manning, director of CXC, during her presentation of the preliminary results, noted a significant increase in the number of candidate entries this year compared to last year, as well as the number of subject entries.
You're seeing where we have moved from 99,000 to over 101,000 for our subject entries, which is, of course, an important and significant move. Likewise, importantly for us, CSEC is where we would have seen that 106, I'm looking for the pointer, it's not working for me, yes it is, that 106,000, if you saw it, moving from the 103,000 mark for candidate entries last year. That is what gave us the hint of coming out of COVID. And so we're seeing a 10,000, over 10,000 actually, a little less than 10,000 increase on the candidate entry, as well as a more significant increase on the subject entry. So we saw an increase in CAPE to 14,044, coming from 5,449 subject entries in 2022, and likewise an increase in CSEC from 78,801 to 87,164.
The CXC director highlighted the performance of the candidates in the different subject areas.
Regional results, let me begin. You'll see that we are at the highest over the last 3 years. We're at 92.15% of candidates receiving acceptable grades from 2021 to 2023. And at Caribbean Studies, we are seeing an increase to 97%. Of course, again, another increase, the largest increase over the largest amount over the last 3 years in terms of candidates receiving acceptable grades. Likewise, in terms of the percentage of grade 1s, you're seeing an 18% coming from 14 and 11 in the 2 previous years. French, we saw a 95% overall achievement for candidates sitting the French Cape Unit 1, an increase of 17 to 19% on the grades 1. For French Unit Cape Unit 2, we're seeing an overall performance of 99%, an all-time high from the last 3 years. Straight Unit 1, we saw 90% increase, greatest increase over the last 3 years, and likewise for Unit 2, we saw a 87% acceptable rate. Not as good as the Unit 1, but still very good work, I would say, by the candidates. Information technology. Information technology, 94%, an increase by 3% over the previous year. And information technology, Unit 2, stable at 96%. I think both Unit 1 and 2 we saw in the 90s, 96% for Unit 1 and 93%, and 91% for the Unit 2.
Dr. Manning noted a significant level of absenteeism among candidates scheduled to sit exams.
Unfortunately, as we look at the candidate absenteeism, we look at it with a little disappointment, because as we see where we are seeing a reduction, there's still a need for concern as educators, where candidates, as much as for Cape, 9,974 candidates absent from exams. These are candidates who would have been registered and for examinations and would not have turned up.
Christina John, GBN News.
Other news, the Ministry of Youth, Education, Sports and Culture has announced that it is on track to achieve a 100% implementation rate of its plans for the year 2023. Minister of State with responsibility for youth, sports and culture, Ron Redhead, revealed that with a dedicated team and a clear vision, the ministry remains committed to realizing its goals and objectives in the areas of youth development, education, sports and culture, having almost reached the projected threshold.
Well on track to at least end the year in terms of 100% implementing what we promised the nation. So, for example, my ministry talked about the cricket program. We were able to successfully launch that. We talked about the national policy on sports. We were able to successfully complete that. And as I said, it's in its formative stages, just some minor details that we're trying to get out of the way. And then there was one other aspect I don't recall, the transition of the Imani program. So that will take up a bulk of it, that 30% overall, which we still have some work to do to get it to where we need to be. So by and large, the ministry is on track with what we promised, and not just promised, what was presented in the budget and what is actually happening.
Minister Redhead attributed the 70% implementation rate for the year so far to the ministry's implementation of targeted programs and engagement with stakeholders aimed at empowering young people. Well, children up to 18 years of age can now benefit from dental care under the SEAL Grenada project, which will provide free dental services in St. David next week. President of Grenada Dental Association, Dr. Julie Dubois, said the one-week program aims to lessen cavities among children in Grenada.
Sad to say, just this week, in the stadium, we had a 3-year-old. There was not one tooth that was not decayed. So this is our biggest challenge. The little ones with all this decay and sometimes infection, you have abscesses and all that, and it's not good. Children have lost their lives because of dental abscesses, because the mouth, the brain, and then you have this infection that spreads to the bone and all that, goes up in the brain, you have septicemia, and then we lose a child.
Justina Bartholomew, Health and Family Life Curriculum Officer in the Ministry of Education, shared the schedule.
We have 36 dental students from the University of Toronto in Ontario, Canada, with about 10 to 12 supervising dentists. Again, close to 600 procedures.
And on Monday, Corinth Government School, at Corinth Government School. On Tuesday, St. Teresa's RC and St. Dominic's RC at Corinth Government School. On Wednesday, St. David's RC at Corinth Government School. On Thursday, Pomeroy's RC or St. Joseph's RC at Corinth Government School. And on Friday, our last day, that's the last opportunity you will have this year, Friday, September 1st, Croshu RC at Corinth Government School. Remember again, parents, that you are free to attend. Now, notice I did not call Wester Hall Secondary or St. David's Catholic Secondary, but you are free to take your children to the clinic on any of those 5 days. Remember, it's important to seal the teeth for a smile tomorrow.
All right, so parents are being reminded that no child should be sent to the dental clinic without being accompanied by an adult. A separate dental care initiative was conducted at the stadium this week. Team leader and executive director of Great Shape Inc., Joseph Wright, gave an overview of the clinic.
We have 36 dental students from the University of Toronto in Ontario, Canada, with about 10 to 12 supervising dentists. Again, close to 600 procedures, and these procedures involve extractions, restorations, restoring diseased teeth, and also a lot of cleanings. A comment I'd like to make is that I wish we wouldn't have to do this, and the only way for us to prevent these extractions and restorations is to do what we're going to do next week, and that's essentially prevention, and sealants.
All right, approximately 110 dental care providers from the U.S. and Canada have volunteered to be part of the program in collaboration with the Ministries of Education and Health and Sandals Grenada. To access this service, appointments can be made via WhatsApp or by calling 421-6021. 421-6021. This is Network News. Still ahead from us. School Uniform and School Supplies Assistance Program to commence next week. We'll talk about that. Stay with us.
Official bank of the Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League.
Get ready for the ultimate football showdown as Grenada takes on Suriname in the much-anticipated CONCACAF Nations League. Join the excitement on Friday, September 8th at the Karani James Athletics Stadium. Secure your pavilion seats at just $30 or secondary stands for $20. School students, grab your seats in the secondary stand for $10. And remember, kids under 12 are absolutely free. Tickets available from Chucky's Bar, Grenadian Optical, Heather's Boutique, Shy's Bar, Victoria, Kelly's Hotspot, Guav, Calico Shopping Center, Sates, and GoToVet.com. Come see Grenada battle. Be there to witness history. Friday, September 8th at 7 p.m. Kirani James Athletics Stadium. Be part of the action. Be part of the pride.
Paying is faster and easier with Glow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
My name is Alimaka Motley. I've been here doing nails since 2017. Me being self-employed, I have realized that paying the NIS benefits me now and even when I retire. By the time I'm 65, I will be receiving contributions back from NIS. So I benefit because I'm self-employed. Anything can happen. If anything happens to you while you're at work, you've got a bad cold, you have the COVID, you have dengue, we have all these diseases that's plaguing us at the moment. NIS will be giving you back some form of money when you're ill. So I would encourage all small business persons to sign up with NIS now.
What you gonna do when the rain is coming down? Nothing more to do when there's no one else around. Bring it back to the middle, push, take it back to the rhythm. Keep it up for good when the sky's falling down. All you gotta do is to bring it to the ground. Speed it up to your inner move. Stop, start, down. Nobody can get what you're going through.
Transform your life with Arise's suite of loan products. Own your own vehicle, education, land, or home, and anchor your roots. Start living the life you deserve by applying for an Own Your Own loan at reduced interest rates. Simplify your life and consolidate all your debts by applying for a Simplify loan and open doors to new beginnings and explore more opportunities to shape your future. Call or send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987 or email us at loans@arisecu.com today to continue your journey towards financial freedom. Terms and conditions apply. Arise Credit Union. Your financial freedom. Your future.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renting renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Hello again from Television Center. The 2023-2024 School Uniform and School Supplies Assistance Program will continue using an electronic format as the Ministry of Education alerts parents to keep their eyes peeled for electronic confirmation codes. Beverly Telesford reports.
The Education Ministry has announced the launch of the 2023-2024 School Uniform and School Supplies Assistance Program. This program aims to provide support to students and families in need by ensuring they have access to essential school uniforms and supplies for the upcoming academic year. Minister for Education David Andrews said this year's assistance will be distributed via machine-readable codes. Vendors' training and installment of the machines have already been completed.
Now, this year we are very delighted that we are able to present this assistance in the form of machine-readable codes, better known as QR codes. And our vendors have been trained, and so there'll be additional information coming to you, the public, but the machines or the terminals are already stationed at the vendors.
Minister Andrews said beneficiaries must receive a confirmation text message or email containing the QR code from the Ministry of Education before they can begin shopping.
For those of you who have applied to the program, we alert you that you can begin shopping as soon as you receive your text message, your QR code that will come to you through text message. Note, I say through text message. And once you receive those, you are free to go to the vendors in your various communities across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique to have your purchases made. If you sent your application through emails, you can get your notification through emails as well. So you can get it through text or emails.
This is not the first time the vouchers have been dispersed electronically. Andrews said his government is committed to using this format.
At this point, we are very, very happy that we have been able to move away from the paper-based voucher. In fact, it was tried once before. So we are happy to be able to get back to this place as we move forward, as we move to an era where we capitalize and benefit from the technologies. We are moving in that direction. And so we are happy to embrace the machine-readable codes, the QR codes that are now being used and proposed.
The Education Ministry will keep parents and guardians updated about the program over the next 2 weeks. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
The story to report: the first quarterly night markets put on by Grenada Agro-Tourism Cooperative for local agro-processors has been dubbed a success. 41 agro-processors participated in the first expo at the St. George's Market Square on Thursday. The initiative was in keeping with government's plans to place greater emphasis on local food production. Vice President of the Agro-Tourism Cooperative is Bevan Charles.
We set out a 10-year strategy in terms of how can we get Grenadian products recognized globally to capture international markets. One of the opportunities that came to our table was the UNDP Grand Challenge, where we decided that a lot of agro-processors or even farmers themselves do not have a social media presence. So through that grant, we're now able to set up a website, also an e-commerce shop where locals, people in diaspora, clientele globally are able to process, research, and even purchase directly from the website Grenadian local products. The idea of the expo came about from that discussion. How can we expose Grenadian products? How can we give farmers and agro-processors a platform to showcase their products? And we decided to have a night market.
Some of the participants shared their interest in the event.
Grenada, we have to feed ourselves. Even when it comes to, we have so many medication, which is natural herbs here. We have to start using our herbs. You know, there's a lot, the world become a global village now. You can get on the internet and you can find out what this herb is helpful and what this is good for. And you know, there is so much could be learned.
The fruits really are healthy snacks. They have no additives, no preservatives, nothing added to it at all, and it's tastes really good, and it's also suitable for all members of the family.
The next step would be to include creative pieces, literature, novels and so on in the school's curriculum for English B, for English literature at the primary level as well as the lower secondary level.
Fit for Life Medical Services and Allied Laboratories is extending its services to Guelph St. John. The laboratory and medical services that will be offered at the new branch were officially introduced to the Guelph community during a health fair on Friday. Nisha Paul reports.
Residents of St. John and surrounding areas will soon have easier access to enhanced medical services. Fit for Life Medical Services and Allied Laboratories Limited is bringing to the community an extensive range of medical and laboratory services, including oncology, ophthalmology, surgery, and alternative services such as acupuncture, moxibustion, and cupping therapy. Director of Allied Laboratories and Fit for Life, Cecil Mitchell, says the company is elated to expand its wide-ranging services to the people of St. John.
So we would have started in St. George's approximately 5 years ago as Fit for Life Medical Services, and 3 years ago we would have started Allied Laboratory Services, where we would have brought a number of tests to the public in the St. George's Grand Anse area. So we're very happy today that we're now extending those wide range of services to this parish in St. John so that the people up here can benefit as well from.
Managing Director of Allied Laboratories Limited, Leonard St. Bernard, says the new services will be available as of Monday.
We would be offering doctor services 6 days a week, Monday to Saturday. There would be a general practitioner here, and we would have various specialist doctors visiting based on appointment at least once a week per specialist. We would also be offering a full laboratory service here at Guelph, where we would be doing over 200 or more medical tests. At the bottom, we hope to complete that by next month, and we hope to also open a health shop.
The introductory health fair, which offered opportunities for free doctor visits, testing, and discounts on the cost of services, also saw the company giving back to the Guelph community in the form of school supplies. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Blossoming flowers or the attraction of this evening's GBN eyesore. Stay with us.
A good eye captures all. GBN eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision. Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
French marigold, grown locally, is the feature of tonight's GBN eyesore. Marigolds are very easy to cultivate and they can grow rapidly, which generally makes them great for children or gardening newbies. These flowers need full sun all day to provide blooms all season long. Several species of marigolds are used for decorative purposes and are very popular all around the world due to their ease of growing. Blossoms can be orange, yellow, red, gold, copper, brass, white, or any combination of those colors. The French marigold, as pictured, derived its name from its popularity in French gardens. A beautiful submission. Our ISOL line is open for your submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
This is the news. We'll be right back. Stay close.
The Ministry of Tourism and Economic Development and the Grenada Tourism Authority extend a warm welcome to visitors and returning nationals visiting for Carnival and summer vacation. We do hope you enjoy your stay with us, and we invite you to return with friends and family to celebrate our 50th anniversary of independence on 7th February 2024. Tourism is my business, your business, our business.
And so it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
The Grenada Dental Association, with support from the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Education, Great Shape Inc., Spice Isle Smiles Foundation, and Sandals Foundation, present Seal Grenada, sealing children's permanent teeth between the ages of 6 to 18, from August the 28th to September the 1st, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily at the current government school in St. David. For more information, call 421-6021. Seal today. Prevent decay tomorrow.
Is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more. With Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details. along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
The Lions Club of St. Andrew is commemorating a milestone under the theme Embracing Life Through Service. Tisha Paul is going to tell us about that.
The Lions Club of St. Andrew paid a visit to the Grand Bras Medical Station on Friday morning, where they donated a variety of fruits and bottled water as part of activities to commemorate the club's 52nd anniversary. Marketing and Communications Chair of the Lions Club of St. Andrew, Melinda Ramsey, said the club also used the opportunity to share informative pamphlets with the nurses and visitors at the medical station. This year's celebrations commenced with a church service at the St. Martin de Porres Roman Catholic Church in Crowshoe on Sunday. Ramsey spoke with the GBN about some of the other activities planned.
So we had an organized social where our sister club, which is the Leah Club of St. Andrew, they joined us in that social, and we believe that socializing is important even as a club. Recognizing the value of social interaction is important, and we believe that it nurtures a sense of community along lines who are dedicating to service and who are dedicating to serving. We also organized a media day to discuss our club's anniversary and to discuss the importance of Lionism. We also did a health and fitness session with Officer Larry at the Grenville Police Station's car park, and it was indeed successful and it was indeed fun.
Ramsey said the activities will culminate on a Sunday.
To climax our celebration, we plan to honor our past Lions this Sunday evening, where we would present them with small tokens of appreciation and, just going out and just having friendly, engaging conversations with them. So on this note, we'd like to say on behalf of the Lion Club St. Andrews, I would like to say thank you for the persons and the business owners who have donated, and we would like to say that we appreciate you very much. And once again, happy 52nd anniversary to the Lions Club of St. Andrews.
Good going. Congrats. We'll be back to report the sports news, followed by Around the Globe. See you shortly.
More chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway, and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Good evening, sporting fans. Grenada's Anderson Peters, the two-time javelin throw champion, has not advanced to the javelin throw final at the World Athletics Championships in Budapest, Hungary. His best throw of 78.49 meters landed him in 7th place in Group A, which was not enough to book a spot for the final. Only the top 12 athletes from Groups A and B, or those who achieved a throw of 83 meters or more, earned automatic qualification. Peters, the defending champion, has recorded multiple throws over 90 meters, but he has been grappling with form issues this season. For Peters, this was a disheartening outcome, especially considering that he had previously achieved the remarkable feat of becoming only the second javelin thrower in 2019 and 2022 to secure back-to-back gold medals at the World Athletics Championships. Now, in Group A, Neeraj Chopra of India led the qualification round with his mark one and done throw of 88.77 meters. Meanwhile, Lyndon Victor, after completing 3 events, sits in 4th position in the men's decathlon at the World Athletics Championships in Budapest. Starting his campaign, he set a season's best record of 10.60 seconds in the 100 meters, earning him 952 points. He then had another season's best with a leap of 7.55 meters in the long jump, amassing 947 points. Victor's second place in the shot put with a 15.94 meter throw earned him 848 points, which pushed him into 4th position. The decathlon champion has so far accumulated a total of 2,747 points. He trails the current leader, a German, by 161 points. Victor will strive to enhance his position, accumulating more points through the high jump and 400 meters. The second day's events saw the 110-meter hurdles, discus, pole vault, javelin, and 1,500 meters. Well, Australian batsman Tim David is among the replacement overseas players signed by the Trinbago Knight Riders for the 2023 Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League campaign. David replaces Riley Rousseau, who is no longer available for the 2023 season. David has CPL experience, having previously represented the St. Lucia Kings in the tournament. He is, however, not available for the first 6 league games of the tournament and will have a temporary replacement in the form of Irish international Logan Tucker, the wicketkeeper batsman who has played more than 100 times for Ireland and made more than 1,500 runs in T20 cricket. Also joining the Knight Riders is England international player Tom Curran. He will be a temporary replacement for Noor Ahmad, who is no longer available for the 2023 season. The Knight Riders have also confirmed that their final overseas spot will go to USA international player Ali Khan, who has been part of the franchise's setup since 2017. That's the sports news for now. First off, Caribbean Airlines is hopeful to resolve salary negotiations with pilots. The Trinidad and Tobago-based carrier says it is hopeful of a resolution to salary negotiations with the Trinidad and Tobago Airline Pilots Association. It follows the cancellation of 60 international and domestic flights over the weekend.
This was very unexpected.
Caribbean Airlines CEO Gavin Madeira confirmed that the airline received a counter proposal for salary negotiations at 2 p.m. on Friday and was surprised when stakeout action was taken.
We were absolutely looking forward to the opportunity to meet and discuss it, and unfortunately we didn't get an opportunity Saturday and Sunday.
He restated that CAL received 20 calls from pilots calling in sick last Friday, 19 on Saturday and 54 on Sunday, causing chaos for passengers and a considerable cost to the airline.
The initial numbers that we have in terms of hotels and putting everything together comes up to approximately 15 million TT. And that's what we've calculated so far. We haven't even considered the opportunity costs and the loss of trust from the customer base.
Mr. Madeira said CAL held discussions with members of the union on Monday evening, where they expressed a commitment to move things forward and confidence in coming to an amicable resolution in the shortest possible time. He said since that meeting, most flights have normalized.
All flights have been restored as of Tuesday the 22nd. What we are still focused on is the restoration for a couple of the North American passengers.
CAL will launch a platform on its website on Friday for refunds and compensation requests, all of which he said would be considered, including those on the local air bridge.
Even if you went on the boat, we are going to refund your plane ticket as well, even if you were transported on the ferry, and we're going to issue a credit to the same amount for future travel for you.
Mr. Madeira also responded to calls for his resignation.
My view is I didn't call sick on Sunday.
Sonolala, TTT News.
Further afield, former U.S. President Donald Trump has been booked at a jail in Atlanta, having surrendered on charges that he illegally schemed to overturn the 2020 election in Georgia. Unlike his bookings for 3 other batches of charges, this one yielded a historic first, a mugshot of a former American president. Trump and 18 others were indicted last week, accused of participating in a sprawling conspiracy to overturn his presidential election loss to Democrat Joe Biden. The Fulton County prosecution is the 4th criminal case against Donald Trump since March, when he became the first former president in U.S. history to be indicted.
Donald Trump departed Atlanta Thursday evening after a motorcade took him to the Fulton County Jail. There, he was booked on 13 felony charges for his alleged efforts to reverse his 2020 election loss in Georgia. Inside the jail, he posted a $200,000 bond, was fingerprinted, and a first for a former U.S. president, had his mugshot taken. Outside the jail, there were some Trump critics, but a larger group of supporters. The charges stem from this January 2nd, 2021 conversation with Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger.
Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis asked the judge to set a trial date of October 23rd. The Trump legal team has already objected to that date, essentially saying they're not looking for a speedy trial.
All 19 defendants in this case were given until noon on Friday to surrender. Several have already shown up, including Trump's former personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, and Trump's former White House chief of staff, Mark Meadows. The Fulton County prosecution is the 4th criminal case against Trump, the Republican frontrunner in the 2024 presidential campaign. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Atlanta.
This other story to report: Maui County sued Hawaiian Electric Company on Thursday over the fires that devastated Lahaina, saying the utility negligently failed to shut off power despite exceptionally high winds and dry conditions. Witness accounts and video indicated that sparks from power lines ignited fires as utility poles snapped in the winds driven by a passing hurricane.
Lawsuit alleging the wildfire that killed at least 115 people and destroyed thousands of structures could have been avoided. Overnight, Maui County filing a lawsuit against energy firm Hawaiian Electric, which provides electricity to 95% of the state. The lawsuit accusing the electric company of failing to turn off electric equipment before the deadly wildfires began, and that the company knew the high winds would topple power poles, knock down power lines, and ignite vegetation. According to the suit, the widespread devastating destruction could have been avoided if the electricity to the power lines had been cut during the high winds and dry conditions that preceded the inferno.
A tree fell over, hit the power lines, and that's what started the fire.
In a press conference a week after the fire, an electric company rep said that unlike California, Hawaii does not have a shutoff program, saying they are controversial and not universally accepted. The lawsuit states that Hawaiian Electric was also derelict in their duty to properly maintain and repair its power lines, as well as keep vegetation trimmed to prevent contact with overhead lines and other electrical equipment. I spoke with firefighters who recalled the intensity.
I pulled, some of our biggest line off the truck to, secure a water supply, and one of the large gusts was able to take the line and me and knock me into a tree. And I'm a fairly big guy, pretty decently strong, I'd hope, and it took me off my feet.
This morning, the County of Maui also releasing a list of the names of the 388 individuals still unaccounted for. Well, a spokesperson for Hawaiian Electric saying at this point, the cause of the fire has not yet been determined and that the company will work with the county and the state as they conduct their review, guys.
A reminder of the headlines when we return. This is GBN, a reminder of the headlines. Government acquires land for a new teaching hospital at Kalavini. Students across Grenada access 2023 CXC results while the Ministry of Education assesses preliminary results. School uniform and school supplies assistance program to commence next week while the free dental clinic continues. Also in the news, regionally, Caribbean Airlines hopeful to resolve salary negotiations with pilots. Internationally, mugshot of Donald Trump during booking at Atlanta jail shows scrolling former president. Plus on the sports news, Anderson Peters out of World Athletics Championships. All right, that's all from us in the GBN newsroom for the moment. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. Thanks for having chosen the broadcast. Have a good night.